lighting going on, y'all. A bit of lighting. What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi, and greetings to everybody. I thought I would just go live. My uncle was having shortness of breath, so he called me, and I said, "Let's go." So we're at the emergency room. And immediately after I filled out the paperwork, they're like, nobody can be in here due to COVID, due to COVID. So I'm like, I know, Heffa, I know. So, I guess they were just expecting me to go back home, but that's not happening. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and wait in the car. So if we get interrupted, it'll be because either Uncle is calling me or they're calling me from inside or something, because they obviously have my information and all that. So, um, that's what it is right now. Wait, I gotta get the sister coming out. Wait, y'all, I'm trying to do low key. Where's my damn? Where's my? Just trying to do it low key. Anyway, um, so I thought, hey, why don't I just go live? I don't know if the ambulance is coming in or going out. I want to say thank you to everybody that was here for the live stream on Thursday. I appreciate y'all, and I noticed a lot of people didn't go back and watch the piece that I put after we got cut off because the battery went low on the tablet. That was my first time streaming from that thing, and I was getting low battery warnings. But I thought, okay, I got a minute, but alas, I did not have a minute at all, and it cut us off. And I was feverishly trying to plug in a charger, but I plugged in the wrong one. All my chargers are black because I keep everything black in my life. But I was trying to plug in the charger, but I had the wrong one. It was actually the one for this phone and not the tablet, and this doesn't fit that. So I was like, hold on, y'all, hold on. But the screen had already gone black. I didn't know if you could hear me or anything. So it was just like, this is just a waste. So after I got back up and running, then I just put out another video to say goodnight and thank you guys and all that stuff. So I appreciate everybody that was a part of that stream, you know. Yeah, thank you guys. Shout out to my brother Kai. Yes, I almost called you, man. Wallahi, I almost called you. Instead of going live, I was just like, let me call Kai. And cry on his shoulder. Okay, how do I see this now? It sounds like, wait. Mary's such a lady. Shout out to you. KJ the girl. KJ, my real biological baby sister, her best friend's name is KJ. We call her KJ. It's actually Kunjani, but we call her KJ. Let me see how I see the comments. I think I tapped this. Right? That's not it. Okay, wait. It's up on the screen now. I don't know how to keep it there. Mary Shuts Lady, what happened? He's having shortness of breath, In fact, I had just brought him to the hospital last Sunday, y'all, to his regular hospital where he goes. He wasn't feeling well because his nose was stopped up all of a sudden. He couldn't breathe at all. Um, uh, Corindle, good to see you, brother. I'm fine though, you guys. I'm fine, and it felt like it's a lot later. I thought it was like way later than it is. Shout out to Callie Black. Thank you for the prayer hands. Uh, yeah, Mary. I was able to go in to bring him in, and they were like, okay, nobody can be in here due to COVID. We're not letting anybody stay in the hospital. So, like, anyways, shout out to my girl Cass. Yeah, I'm at the emergency room now, Cass. Let me show you. So, and luckily there was a spot right here at the door when we pulled up. I was like, Uncle, they must have knew you were coming. Um, good for you to be there for your uncle. Yes, Carindo. And y'all know, like, it's my neighbor. But since I moved to this apartment in 2017, um, he's family, man. He's family. He just had his 80th birthday in January. He just had his 80th birthday. Um, so inshallah, whenever hopefully they don't have to keep him or anything like that. And if they don't, then whenever he comes out, then I'll show you guys him so you can see him and meet him. Um, that's I can't tell you yet, Mary. Don't make me pull up about you, Jedi. And you will do it in a heartbeat too, Kai. I love you, brother. Um, sounds like you're fine, but I don't believe that until I hear you say it. Jedi and hospital, and immediately my blood pressure rises. I appreciate you for that, man. Alhamdulillah. KJ, here he's there for his uncle who was having shortness of breath. And then Mary for Cass. Um, so what I was saying, so like and it feels so organic to me, y'all, too, because listen, when I talk to my Nigerian brother, that's how we have always been as a people. Like, that's why you meet Africans and everybody's their cousin or their uncle or their nephew. They don't really have just like buddy or neighbor and stuff like that. It's family. So he's my elder, so that's my uncle, and he calls me nephew. Um, oh God, Cassandra, oh God, do you know if he's okay? I don't know yet. Like, I rushed him over here, and they took him right back immediately, so I appreciated that. We didn't have to wait. So it's just kind of a holding pattern right now. Khalifa, salamu alaikum, brother. So good to see you. Yes, we're both up late. Alas, we're all up late. Thank you, Cass, for the prayers. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm scrolling, and so my finger. Sorry, y'all know I'm not used to this. Y'all know I'm not. Y'all know. And by the way, you guys, I was working on this video. I guess I'll just tell you about it now because why not? I was working on this video about Wendy Williams. She just recently had, because I put, like, anytime I watch anything on television, I record it on the DVR because I despise commercials worse than anything on earth. So her show was on my DVR. It was from Thursday or Friday. She had this contest where she's trying to meet her a dude now, allegedly. And, but how you gonna put up, wait, let me close the door, y'all. I want everybody in my business. But how you gonna put up, she claims hundreds of men responded to this, date Wendy, date Wendy. She claims that she's not just looking for a date. She's looking for somebody to go out with that will become her boyfriend and eventually, down the road get married. Sounds honest enough, although it's coming from her, so it's not honest. But she was saying that she so she had they had these finals. So she had like 9 or a dozen dudes, most of them black mandingos, and you know, but she had 3 of the fat, short, ugly ass white dudes sprinkled in gratuitously. You see, I'm over that. Like, how you just get out of a marriage that produced a teenage child now with a black man, and all of a sudden now you just like you gotta act like you are into some white man. Not one Asian, not one Latino, not a native, so-called native, no Pakistanis, no anybody. You see, I tell you all the time, everything is black and white. Everything is black and white. Lose this term, people of color, and all that. You need to only speak for us, and that's it, us. That's it. Because that's the only thing anybody's concerned about is us and them. That's it. So, make a long story short, so now she's got 3 finals. This was her big finale of this whole thing on Friday. So she has her finale, and she's got 3 guys. She's narrowed down 3 guys. One was his name almost came to me. He's a tall dude, African, brother, professional jazz musician, blah blah blah. Handsome brother, doesn't look like the Jedi, but we'll let it go. That's not important. And then there was another brother that was from the Bronx. His name was Tyrone. I remember that. He's from the Bronx. And in the middle, you had this fat, dumpy white dude named Mike. I'm over it. Now, the 2 brothers would automatically think, well, we just in competition with each other. Like, this dude, Mike, is not even like, why is he here? And you would assume, as an African, that that's just a gratuity that the dude is even there. So I don't know these dudes, but I'm a black man. So if I'm sitting up there, let's say it's me and Kai, and then a white dude, I'd be like, my competition is only Kai. That's it. For a black woman, allegedly, a black woman, I already know one of us got this sewed up. If it ain't gonna be me, it's gonna be Kai. That's it. Until it's not. She picks this white dude. And she was like, the reason I picked you is because, I love your laugh and you're funny and I love your shirt. Really, bitch? That's the reason why? Really? Nah, it's called I'm Afraid to Be Black and I Really Don't Want to Be Black. And in the video that I was doing, I pulled up pictures again to show y'all how remarkably lighter she is now than she was back when she was, in radio and even early on with this show. You know, suddenly she's Michael Jackson's color, and not beige Michael, you know. But I the thrust of my piece was to say this is a slap in the face and an attack on African men, and we should see it as such. And by extension, African women and children, because she is the mother of a teenage black son who was produced by a black father. Her father is a black man. You understand? Again, so and her son is a teenager, so he's in college. My mama is on international television in 150 countries. You just dragged me through your divorce and all that revealed. And now on international television, you pick some dumb fat white dude, bald-headed, ugly white dude from hell. I can't. And Jedi, why is this an assault on black men? I'll tell you why. Because when you marry this, I always tell you guys everything is connected. So when you marry this to the fact that Lonnie Love's fat ass made statements some time back, which she's always making statements. She needs to sit down and die off. But when Lonnie Love's fat ass made the comment not too long back about black men don't know how to have sustainable, meaningful relationships due to slavery. When you look at The Bachelor and you see that you have this black dude vying for white heifers, you understand? When you see Wendy now, then when you see every commercial and program and movie on television and every ad and everything, and it's somebody white with somebody black, then you add this Wendy piece to that. It's not separate and apart, everybody. Everything is one. It's all one attack on us. And so this was a deliberate attack because she built it up for weeks. Date Wendy. She talked about it in every show, and it was a build-up. Meanwhile, she's sitting up there with a blonde-ass horse hair on her damn head. You understand? Looking like a pinche caballo. But there she is. And so you get all this build-up, and you are a live show every day. You have millions of viewers and an online following and all of that. While at the same time, you have them saying no to student loan forgiveness debt because black people carry the most debt. We're the most burdened by student loan debt. We're the most likely to default on student debt. and we pay more, and on and on and on. Student loans is all about us. So you add that to this. You cannot see this as separate. That's what I'm trying to illustrate to you in all my work. I try to help you to understand everything in this society is connected, everybody. It's the same people pulling the handles. How can it not be connected? How? You get in the car right now. I didn't, but what if I had farted? You go, well, that's the Jedi. You're the only person in the car. I go, no, that's separate. That's something else. That's not me. It's something, I don't know. It's a wind. I don't know. This is that. So you now, you have the student loan thing. You had the attack on the Capitol, which was, I'm beginning to more and more feel like that was a purposeful, staged thing, because here, they're leading up to that, it was, let's get rid of these votes in these states where black people voted, and definitely Georgia. That had to do with us. That's what that attack on the Capitol was about. So this is about, because everybody, when they mention it, they always say, can you imagine that been black men? Had that been black men? Had that been black men? Had that been black men? So it's them daring us and reminding us to say, you still can't do this. You still can't do this while you're supposed to be enjoying the victory of this alleged first African vice president, and a president that you voted for. I didn't, but that you voted for. This is all one sphere. One sphere. You understand? And now let's roll out Wendy on a Friday to do this in Black History Month. So she does it the last Friday in the shortest month, and which is Black History Month. She does this. And when she was talking to them, so and so, the jazz dude, tell me why I should date you, and all of them were just brothers any of us would relate to. All the sisters would relate, all the brothers would relate. That's us. We know it. Then she goes to the fat devil, and he had no real answers, and he knew it was just kind of a joke, like, why am I here? In fact, then when she goes to Tyrone, he was like, well, you got me here for some reason, and like, that's what it is. And he's 20 years younger than her. She was like, but the age difference kind of worries me. But bitch, you were doing the picking. You knew he was 20 years younger. This was also a brag piece for her. Because I've told you guys in previous work, nobody's checking for Wendy. She's not a desirable woman. She's not desirable. Hear that. She's not desirable. She's not desirable. And she knows that. And she has more receipts than I do because she's her. This was to say, ooh, look, see all these men who want me? Nah, bitch, I would have probably act like I wanted to date you for the coin. That's what these brothers are doing. Okay, the Jedi would never do that. I have principles and morals. I tried to do it, but damn it. All right, so take me out of it. I couldn't even do it in hypothetical. But there are brothers that did, I'm sure, just enter like, well, Wendy got money, so that's what it is. And if nothing else, I can get my views up on my Instagram or something, I mean, there was value in dating her, So the Tyrone dude says his piece, and then she goes, okay, I'm going to be back. This is my decision. We come back from break. And she comes back. She goes, this was Wendy's, da-da-da. And the person I choose, no drum roll, no suspense, no building it up. And, oh, my God, we don't know. No. And my person I choose is Mike. Like, just quick. Like, it's never been done in the history of television or any contest ever witnessed by humanity. It's Mike. And he was even like, really? What? Nah. That was his reaction. What? Nah. Like, he really was like, I'm just here to just go along with this. I didn't really mean it because I know you don't mean it. That was his reaction. And I believed it to be authentic. It was not staged. His reaction was not rehearsed and staged. It was real. But so was the reaction of our brothers. Because, of course, I'm sure Suzanne was like doing this to the audience, like clap, clap. And they were clapping. But I almost had the other dude's name. Anyway, Mike is sitting up there turning beet red because only they can. And the other dude whose name I cannot think of, he gave a gratuitous 1-2 clap. And the other dude, Tyrone, was sitting over there looking like, this is some bullshit. Like the look was just like, are you serious? And you could tell he was looking at somebody in the room where he was filming. Like, this is some bullshit. You know, just like it's, you know, y'all know the look. And that's what he was doing. Like, really, for reals? Like, this was an attack because it was to say, here is this woman who, and to send a signal. Because remember, her divorce and her breakup was all very public. And there she was on every talk show, and she was on every feed, and it was all Wendy's breakup, and it was the documentary, and it was the 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 you know the shit the thing, those two pieces. So it's all very out there. And this is to say, because you always hear black women saying, ladies, it's okay to try something new, which never means Pakistani, never means somebody from Somalia, never means somebody from freaking India or Croatia or China. No, it always means white person. That's what it means. It always means that. It always, not Latino, no. This is what it means. This is what it means. So this was that to say, look, I went through this big old breakup, and I just decided to choose me an old, fat, ugly, dumpy white man who can't even put his legs together because his stomach is a freaking baseball or a beach ball. I picked Mike. Really? Wow. And to disrespect those two brothers. Now, I know that a producer will call you, and there was some things that went on and blah, blah, blah. But I feel like if anybody's not going to be silent, it's going to be the Tyrone dude. Probably both of them won't be. They both felt like this is really some bullshit. Because it wasn't, because now it's another level. It's not just that Tyrone didn't get picked, but my brother didn't get picked either. And the other brother is thinking the same thing. Tyrone didn't get picked. Neither one of us, we the black dudes up here. It's two of us. One white dude. And in the whole spectrum, when she narrowed it down, there was a dozen people. Only 3 of them were white. So it's not even rational that one of the white dudes even made it to her final, so to speak. That's a problem, just based on the math. And that's right up there with us being a certain number of the population in any state, yet we're 90% of the incarcerations or whatever in that state, and that, you feel me? It's that. So he shouldn't have even made it to the final. So of course they're thinking, how's this white dude even here? But now there's 2 of us in the final and him. One of us will be the dude. Plus, we know that Wendy likes the thug type. You understand? She likes to be knocked around a little bit and like to have her hair pulled. You understand? So this is that. Like, so then now you just gave up all that? I thought this was new life. You know, where you could be free, and she's dipping in and doing it, and he can't dip and do a damn thing. He doesn't even understand you. He can't relate to you. What are we doing? You understand? So this was to say, black men are not worthy. Here, this woman with a extremely bleached blonde wig on that day, and the lighting and everything was done so that that would be highlighted. The way they lit the studio and everything for that whole sequence on Friday was to highlight this blonde hair. That's what it was about. I always tell you, watch television, because everything they're presenting is on purpose. Everything, down to the lighting. All of it. All of it. So she just picks this white dude. I'm sure somebody's probably scrambling to get an interview with the Tyrone dude and the other brother, to be like, how did you feel about it? In fact, I was doing a feverish search online. Wendy picks white man. Wendy dating something. I was trying to find something. I wasn't successful. I could only find Access Hollywood, was just telling the story. And they left her an out because they said that Mario Lopez is the one that suggested this dude to Wendy. Like, I think you guys have a lot in common. You guys get along great. Really, Mario? this means nothing because you are white. I don't even know if he speaks Spanish. Have I heard Mario speak Spanish? I don't know. I don't recall it. That matters. It matters. It matters, but whatever. So that will be the out. Well, because it was somebody that Mario knew, I felt more safe or something. That would be sort of the line. I could just hear it. I can hear it already being conjured already as a reason, for this. Um, but yet, when they had the Black Bachelorette, which I didn't watch a single frame of because I don't watch that show at all. But you can't know that you can't not know that it exists because they're always advertising and talking about it everywhere on the damn country. But they were daring her to pick a black dude. You see? And what did she end up with, I wonder? Now, the whole reason for having a black bachelorette is because we're being diverse. That means when it's diverse, you do black shit. Or if you're a Latino, you get in there, you do Latino shit. Or if you're an Indian, you do Indian shit. If you're an Arab, you do Arab shit. That's the reason to have you there. You don't just buy onions because they are onions. You go, they have a particular thing that they add to a dish. That's why you buy the onions. I'm buying the onions just to be diverse, but they should taste like tomatoes when they're done. Really? Because it's an onion. But no, this is that. So if you're going to have a black bachelorette, then she should be picking a black man. That's why you have a black bachelorette. Until you don't. And the same ingredient and the same formula is going on with this black bachelor. You see? Get a certain type and then let's do that. You see? That's what that was about. Daring the bachelorette to pick a black dude and she ended up with a white dude. You understand? Who can't understand her. And when they entered the last interview I saw of her was somewhere around Thanksgiving or whatever, I guess last year or maybe the year before, whatever it was that she was on. But they, she was like, Thanksgiving was a little different. And it was just that. But I already know what was going on with Thanksgiving. He didn't understand your cuisine. He didn't understand your family. He didn't understand your culture. And he shouldn't. He should understand his own shit because that is a white man. That's fine. That's fine. He shouldn't understand. That's good. That means your ass should have had somebody there that understands. Somebody that knows stuffing from dressing. You understand? These are essentials. So let's have this big public thing and let's have Wendy now. And let's have her pick the fat, and he had a Zionist last name. Fitzerman or something, Fiedelman or something, some Zionist last name. It's an assault, it's an attack. And it says to little black girls, your eyes deceive you. Any little black girl sitting anywhere would have known them two brothers look like something they should be desiring. You understand? If they're in an age where they can desire. And then she doesn't pick that, and that's a mind fuck for them. Oh, we don't understand. Why didn't she pick the dudes that look like us, mommy? Little black boys are thinking, well, them two dudes look like me and she didn't pick them. So she just didn't pick me. Her son has to think, well, I guess she's really over my father and she's over me too. Because I look like them two dudes that was just up there. And she didn't pick either one of them. Meanwhile, she had prefaced in her statement earlier in the show that day that anybody she picked, they had to, it had to be somebody that Kevin, her son, liked, that they got along. Even though I'm not I'm not picking somebody for you, she said to him through the television. It still should be somebody that, they get along and they have to get along with my son. Really? Because I think a brother would, her son is 18. He's still growing and becoming a man. So you need a black man there to reinforce that. If you want beets, you plant beets. You understand? You don't plant like dandelions and think beets are going to come up. That's what she's doing, essentially. And alas, that's what any of us are doing when we pick somebody that's not one of us, especially if you have children involved. You're reinforcing this nonsense that we don't need and we can't allow. We can't. You know, I just was watching. Before I get to that, I want to stay on this because I will forget. But let me see if you guys were saying something else. What do I do? Do I hit this? Um, Shout out to Sweet D. Uh, Shout out to Rain Free. I'm gonna come back and read you guys' comments. Let me just go back up and see who I may have missed. Um, Oh, and I was gonna say, you guys, if they, because I don't know how to do this, so if they call me, then I'll probably just lose you and reestablish, the stream at some point. But let's see, I saw that. Um, okay, I think I seen Khalifa and then Cassandra with the prayers. Good to hear. Your health is not an issue. Prayers for your uncle's swift recovery. Thank you, Corendo. Rain Free, who are you talking about? In the title or right now? Uh, Thanks, Cass. Uh, okay, Cass handled that. Um, Shiro, Queen, good evening. Um, Sweet D said, up late, brother? You know it. Um, uh, Cass, I was listening to someone tonight talking about how crippling student loan debt is to black women. Yeah, because y'all go to school more than us. So that brings it down to even that, even narrow it down even to that. You feel me? So yes, excellent point, Cass. Rain Free, me too. The Black Authority talked about it. Don't let me forget to talk about P Diddy, P Diddy's ex security guard or something. Just something that'll make me remember because I want to make a point about this alphabet nonsense. Sean Scott, shout out to you. Good evening, Jedi. Salute to the Melon family. Sorry, I'm late. Hanaway Gal, Jedi, something is wrong. I can see. Um, and I'm fine. Um, Sean, greetings. That's to Shiro. Didn't watch her show that day. Shiro said she did that. Rainfree said she did that out of spite. She's still mad at Calvin. And she still wants him too, Rain. You see? She mad at him and she still wants him. You see? Because I don't want to make a point about that. I'm glad you bring that up. Don't, yes. It's all about dividing us. Commercials, TV, everything, Sweet D says. Cass, the black bachelorette picked a white boy. They married. Um, Angeline, good evening. Hello, Jedi. Prayers for you. I love you. I love your Joe Biden video. Thank you so much. The point that Rain made. Let me go back. What did it say? She's still mad at Calvin. What I wanted to say. Oh man. Oh my God. Alhamdulillah. All knowledge is with Allah. Here's the thing, everybody. She's still mad at Calvin, but she desperately is devastated over this break with Calvin, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he represents a couple of very critical things for her. The first one is, and it doesn't go in this order, just the first one is, when you get famous, it's always better if you're already in a relationship with somebody that was there with you before the fame. You understand? Kevin was there with her long before television and this superstardom that she sort of has now. I use superstardom very carefully. That's of value. And it is also a value because she knows she can only get a certain type of dude. She understands that. You only get a certain type of dude. And Kevin's kind of a step up for her, really. She really wanted somebody that looks more like the Tyrone dude or the other dude that she disrespected. But she won't get that. And if she does, it's going to come with a lot of problems. It'll be 20 years younger or something like, there's issues. But Kevin was the right age, and he was there before the fame, and he's got that little thug thing. You see? Somebody knock her around, pull her hair. She liked that. So, damn it, how dare he? Not only do I have to start over, and now I'm 94 years old. What? I'm being told it's 95, everybody. I'm being told. Being told in my ear. I'm being told. I'm being told. All right. She's 95. So it's difficult for her to find somebody at 95. And that would be its own struggle, its own jihad in its own way. Now add I'm famous to that. That makes it more complicated. So Kevin's cheating was, damn it. That's why she put up with him having the other house, and she knew about the other chick. She would have put up with that if it hadn't gone extremely public. And then, the thing with him having an affair with the dude, it was all too much. She had to save face. But if this hadn't been a scandal, she would still be kept. She would have been Kevin right now, because of the reasons I just cited for you. His value is greater than losing him. You see? So it's like you forced me to leave. You forced me to leave you, Kevin, because of my career. And I'm sure some white um, executives at her at the network were whispering to her, like, this is the problem, this is the problem, you're becoming the hot topic, this isn't good, we're looking at the numbers in Iowa, and it just doesn't look. And so all those things converging equals I have to get rid of Kevin, though I'm still in love with him and was willing to put up with his nonsense. So this is also a revenge move, on black men and on Kevin. Fine, I'll pick this ugly, dumpy white dude, and I'm not changing my will. Everything still goes to little Kevin. If something happens to me, she even said that on TV, everything still goes to you, little Kevin, which you don't really want to say that out loud. Because if I'm friends with little Kevin, I immediately go to his dorm room, kill him off. Or no, I go to his room and befriend him, then I come kill you off and sit back and wait to console him after the funeral. And he writes me a check. You see, there's a whole strategy involved. There's a whole strategy. It'll be in the book. It'll be in the book. All right. But this is what that was about. And it served the masters as well. Her personal life be damned, not really so much important, but it serves this thing, this agenda. And I put up pictures, which I guess I'll still release the video, but there's some ad, I don't remember what they're advertising, but the point I'm making in the piece is I'm trying to show you this is the family, this is the image that they're looking for. This is what all this interracial nonsense is about. Is this family. You'll see that the wife looks like she's clearly wearing a curly wig to look like a black person. I don't think that is a black actress at all. Nor do I think the son is African. I think this may be a new version of blackface. I think that was a little white kid that just kind of hewed him up just a little bit. But so he's definitely not black. And he's got the hair like the mother, which looked fake. The little daughter, looks like Kamala Harris. So do what you want with that. And then the father is to the side. Again, how they shoot everything on television is on purpose. So we never see him dead on. We see the kids and her dead on, dead ass. But the dude is always profile. And he's very light, and it's like, and there was way too much lighting on him. It's a day shoot. There's light coming in the kitchen window. That should have been enough. But this is clearly a powerful light on him as well. But my point that I'm making about these pictures when I show them to you is to show you that this is what they're trying to get to. These very nondescript black people that aren't really black at all. You see, certainly don't ever have the heart or the tone of the Jedi. This thinking, this heart, none of that. That will all be gone, while they're giving you Judas and the Black Messiah. All of this is connected, everybody. All of it. 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 And this new Eddie Murphy movie is coming out on the 5th of March. I'm expecting. This will tell me how much control Eddie Murphy has and where his mind is at. I'm expecting to see something interracial being articulated in that film. You remember there was none of that in the previous film. So we're looking for that, and we're looking for this LBGT alphabet XYZ stuff. Those must happen. They must happen. They must happen. Those two things is why you're even going to watch the movie. That's it. You're not watching it for anything else, and maybe to see how good Garcelle still looks. That's it. All right. The rest of it is what I just told you. That's why you're watching the Coming to America. And then I personally will be watching to see if the intro of The King will still have the Quincy Jones track, but that's something else. All right. So I'm expecting to see that. Here's what I was going to say before I forget it. I was watching something, this dude that used to be Puffy's security some kind of way. And his whole thing is, talking about, there's been rumors about Puffy and all that, fine, but that's not the thrust of what I'm trying to talk about. In one of the interviews that he gave to this guy who they insinuated is Heavy D's cousin, I'm gonna see your comments. He was talking about the first time he ever met Russell Simmons. He went to the house and he was like, there's these he-she's there, but they had to literally beep some of it out because you could tell he was saying fag and he was saying something else. But why I'm mentioning it now is because it testifies to the insinuation of this into the black populace in this nation. They can have whatever label they want for it. And even while we have gay people in our families, even, we can still proclaim this is not African. It's not African. It's not African. But this testified to that because of how that he was speaking. That's how any brother would be speaking. Anybody. But the reason why there's even an issue of this, why this would even be of any discussion, because we don't ever hear this about you know homosexuality in country music stars, rituals and Illuminati. We never hear that in the country community. We never hear it in the hard rock community. We don't hear it in anything else. Only in ours. Why? 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 I ask you again, why? 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 Because that's the agenda. Mix you out and or make you gay. That's the thing. That's the thing. Something else I was struck by, I have to share this. The Tyrone dude that was sitting there on Wendy. This was just like the time that I heard it that it snapped for me. At one point she asked Tyrone, she goes, now Tyrone, you're in security. What would you do to make me feel safe if I went out, if I picked you? And he was like, I'm from the Bronx, so, I don't fear anything. I'm from the Bronx, so you definitely be safe with me. And I was just like, wait a second, Jedi, pause it. Because it dawned on me, you hear that. And I just thought, I need to talk to Tyrone and go, isn't there still police brutality in the Bronx, though? For all y'all brothers out here talking about, I'm from the Bronx, so I'm from the Bronx. But you saw police brutality. If you're really not afraid of anything, then how come I'm not hearing body counts from the precinct? Why? There was some video I saw, some rapper, probably Little Something, and I come with my 9, I come with my glide, and he got 80 niggas behind him, I come with my glide, I come with my 9, and all these threats, and I just wanted to type, is this for us, or is this for the ones that's killing us off? Like, who's this, So we need to understand, like, it just goes back to something I've said a million times. Like, why isn't this being directed to the people that are really our enemy? Why? 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 If they do call me in there, y'all, I'm gonna try to low key film it. So the video's probably gonna get very weird and very you know, hidden camera ish. I don't even know how long I've been out here, but let me see what your comments are now. I don't know how to get them to come up. Oh, okay. I slide. Let me go back. Uh, yeah. Okay. Angeline. That was the last one I think I read. Yeah. Okay. Richard Hart. Shout out to you. Hey Jedi, just joined the stream. No idea what's going on. Hope you're okay. I'm okay, Richard. Just my neighbor slash my uncle was having shortness of breath. He's 80 years old. He just turned 80 on the 16th of January and you know, so he was having shortness of breath. So I rushed him over here to the hospital. I'm actually sitting at the emergency room right now in the car in the parking lot. Sweet D, yeah, she's still in love with Kevin. I know. She wants him to come and slap her now. You understand what I'm telling you, Sweet D? Rain, I agree. She was laughing at something I must have said. Hannah Gal, glad I'm not famous. Fame is not looking good these days. It's not really the career move right now, huh, Hannah? Hannah Way. Um, Cass, I really didn't need that visual. Angeline, right Jedi. Rain says sad. Shiro took her comment out. Rain free. I'm definitely expecting something weird in coming to America. I know, I know. Chris's hike. Hey, mask off. Jedi like Star Wars. It's a metaphor for that. Um, Chris. Yeah, and I have my mask on because I have a habit when I'm not in the house I'm wearing it, but I'm also wearing it now because I know I probably because I had to get up and rush out of the house, so I know I probably got food in my teeth and everything else, and there was no time to to do a glam squat or anything. Um, I'll explain that in a minute. The if Jedi part to you, Chris's hike. Excellent point, Jedi. Always about us. Yes, indeed. They need for us to be extinct. And I heard somebody say, but you've heard it before. I heard somebody say, when we are allowed to use our full potential, when we're not focusing on their ass, they know that we will run circles around them. You know, you don't really realize the burden and the problem that they really are on your life until you get the hell out of here and you go someplace where they don't exist, and you're like, wait, just that's a whole third of your existence that you don't even have to even be thinking about, man. I'm about donate. What's the link, Jedi? Oh, D Mike, shout out to you too. It's the Jedi 1814. There's no link. You just go there on your own to the Cash App. Um, D. And I want to say thank you to everybody that also gave me that Cash App to me for my birthday. I love you guys and thank you so much for your kindness. Hello. Okay. I'm thinking with that, everything that whole conversation just went out. Shiro talked to me. Um, Cast, you should call the doc see if they admitted him since you can't go in because of Rona. I know. Somebody say something. I need to know if this is reestablished or not, or if it's or what happened, or what how did the call affect it. Shiro, did it cut off for that? How did the call affect the stream? Shout out to Ann Can 228. Good to see you. Okay, thank you, Queen, because they were asking me a lot of personal stuff that I don't need to be broadcasting, and I didn't know if that was going out or not. So did it? What happened? Did it just cut the stream off? Did it start buffering? Could you still hear me? Allahu Akbar. Thank you, Queen. So they were just telling me they need to get more information from me since I'm listed as his next of kin. And I was like, well, do we, if they're going to keep him? They said they're working him up right now. And so I said, you think there's any, you think that they might keep him? And she was like, they might, but she doesn't know. And um, based on how far we are from where we live, I don't want to drive home and then 5 minutes later they're going to call me telling me he's being released, he's ready to go. So I told her I'm willing to sit here like another 45 minutes or so to an hour, might as well, and I'll see where they're at that point and where I'm at that point, and I'll decide then if I should stay or go. You know. Thank you, Shiro. I see you, Cass. Um, yes, D Mike, it's the Jedi 1814, but you have to put a dollar sign in front of it. It's just like that with a dollar sign in front of it. No spaces or anything. Just the Jedi 1814. Um, yeah, because I see Shiro was even telling, but she didn't put the dollar sign. Yeah, you have to put a dollar sign. I don't know if it prompts you to do that on Cash App or not, but yeah, you'd have to put a dollar sign. Who else did I miss? Um, Cass, they probably gonna keep him, Jedi. He's elderly and was having trouble breathing. Yeah, yeah. There's a part of me that doesn't want to leave. I was before I got on here live. I was making prayers already for him. And so yeah. Thanks, Rain. Yeah, and he hasn't called me. You know, like there's other times I've taken him to hospitals and doctors and stuff like that. Even when you guys remember he had his cataract surgery last year, and I took him for that. And but usually he'll call me. So I don't know. I'm gonna give it another half hour. You know, or so. And then I'll just play dumb and walk in there and be like, "Oh, I didn't remember what?" or something. I have ways to do shit. Like I will, and I'll find out. Um, I don't know what I was talking about though. uh, I'm hearing Mexican rancheras music. Um, Cass or Shiro says they should take your position in consideration because of the distance. fake ass corona was a pain in the ass with the nonsense. It really is. It's a problem. Thank you, Shiro. I was talking about Diddy. Um, but we went through this. I don't know, not too long back. I This is one other hospital that I took him to. I forget. Oh, he was feeling jittery that day. And I think his blood pressure was off a little bit. Anyways, I rushed him over there, and they're very like Secret Service. Fort Knox. You couldn't get in there. As soon as you walk up to the glass, even just try and look, they was here comes the guards, and at least with this one, we were able to walk. This is the entrance right there. I was able to walk through those double doors with him in there. I filled out paperwork and everything. And then when they took him back there, they were like, "Okay, no one can stay in the hospital." Bitch, by the way, there was nobody in the waiting room. Everybody. In fact, we're going in. All right, we're gonna go in. I'm gonna be like, was there a restroom I could use? And just play fake. Watch. Where's my keys? Okay. I don't know how to do this low key, so they're probably gonna see something's on the screen because there's no way to switch the camera. Give a fuck. We're going in. Are you guys waiting to be seen?
Yes.
You're waiting to be seen?
Yes.
He's being seen? Oh, are you guys together? Oh, okay. Are you guys being seen? Huh? Are you guys being seen?
Yeah.
You're being seen? Okay. Do you know where they?
Angel? You check the answer?
No. Was there? I'm waiting on a patient. I'm outside. Was there a restroom I could use? We're in. I don't know how much of that y'all saw though. So it is some bullshit. Actually, I'm wondering if I should just use the bathroom while I'm in here. Let me see what y'all are saying. I hope and pray your friend is okay. Thank you, Sean. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me turn on the water, y'all fake. What you said you should have your business, baby. I'm not right. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Mission complete. Going up. Okay. Are you Laura?
I am.
Oh, you Laura. Okay, you're the one that just called me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait, and then I'll assess in another 45 minutes or something. You think so? Think so?
He got moved from there to there. So go ahead.
Okay. All right. I won't sleep. Please call me.
I can't say it again,
Oh,
unfortunately, but he did designate you. So I do have to fill this out. Um,
okay. Did you need me?
no,
Okay.
I think I got your name. Did I spell it right?
Yes. Actually, this. Did you, can
Go
I?
ahead, just go ahead. Make the correction.
Where can I write it?
Right on top.
Okay. Last name. My writing is like a 3-year-old.
Okay.
Okay.
He
And
did,
so,
he did designate you.
okay. And I will. I'm
You
gonna.
don't, yeah, when you go to the main, he's gonna be okay.
Should I start? Should I call other family
Uh-uh.
just to
No,
make them aware?
he designated you. He wants you to know everything. He did designate you as well, to appoint you to like make medical decisions if he's unable to make medical decisions.
Right. Right.
I guess you guys talk about a lot of things.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. He's like, he knows everything. So,
Absolutely.
so yeah.
All right. All right. I will just be by my phone and ready.
And it's TAIE. Wait, TAIEELLAH. Okay. All right.
All right.
It was a good thing that you brought him in.
Okay.
It was a really good thing.
Yeah. We don't play around. He knows. Anytime there's anything, let's get on the road and go. All right. My spirit tells me to just hang out for another half hour at the very least, and then I'll go. But I'll probably just come back in and say, okay, I'm leaving now.
Okay.
You know. Okay. All right. Very well.
Watch out.
Oh, sorry.
About that.
Lo siento. Okay. Thank you so much. Go ahead, bro. Oh man. All right. I presume that most of you heard that. She couldn't say anything. She was like, I can't really say anything. And she's fidgeting with her glasses and doing all this. She goes, but they moved him from there to there. So apparently they moved him to another area that just infers to me, anybody hearing that would have said, okay, so we're kind of elevated. She was like, you should just go home. You should just go home. You should go home. You know, implying that, they're going to keep him. Apparently their conversations with him have been more serious because she was like, yeah, he's designated you as his primary person. And so we can tell you anything. I guess she just can't tell me anything right now. He's made them aware that I know all his stuff. So it is what it is. We're in his car. I have the keys to his house, all that. So my spirit still just tells me, the whisper tells me, don't just get out of here. Wait at least another half hour. Then go back in and say, okay, I'm about to go. You know, because when he called me and told me he was having shortness of breath, he was like, I don't know if I should call the ambulance. I said, no, uncle, we're going to go. Let's go. Because I know we could move faster than the ambulance can, you know. Because you have to come there and then come to the hospital, which we can just go to the hospital. So, but when we were here in the car, he was saying, he wasn't feeling it then. And we joked that, it's kind of like when you take your car in, it'd be making a noise or something. As soon as you get to the mechanic, it don't make the noise. This is that, kind of thing. So, I guess I should turn on the heat. I'm gonna be without heat. Um, so, uh, she did say, she goes, it's a good thing you brought him in, though. I don't know how much you guys could hear, but she said that. She goes, it's a good thing you brought him in. I feel like she's trying to give me hints, but she's not. She can't say something. Because I locked eyes on her, and she locked on me, and she was just saying, and you just had to read it because but you can't see nobody, but you can only see people's eyes. Um, just gonna be positive. I've been through this with my grandma, man. You know, like it was always hospitals and doctors. You know, I'm, I'm used to this. You know, um, wait, where's the heat now? I think I have it on. I think I got the heat on. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Sean's comment first says she told you with her eyes. Yeah, and if I'm nothing else, I'm a good listener. You know, you hear down, listen down, hear what's being said and what's not being said, and also what language are they using to tell it to you. You know. I see. Ancan said, "Are we in the ladies? Are we in the men's room, ladies?" Indeed, you were. Cause I was, but my the I wasn't. I was like, I lied my way in here. Maybe I should use the bathroom. And I was debating, and she was like, "You should just handle your business." I like, okay, that's what I'm doing. Uh, Number one or number two, just one, just one. I never do that in public. You understand? And this is an aberration because I can't tell you the last time I used a public restroom because Muslim men we sit down to urinate, we don't stand. So in something like this, I have to stand. I'm not gonna sit on that. So I don't like that. That was weird for me too, standing up because I'm in the habit of sitting down. Ancan 228, best friend ever. Oh, alhamdulillah. Thank you for that. Jedi, how do you do it? I never used PayPal. It's not PayPal. It's not PayPal, D Mike. It's Cash App. It's Cash App. You just download it on your phone. You know. Um, do you have Cash App already? If not, you just download it on your phone. I don't have a way to show you because I don't. I'm on my phone. Um, Thank you, Hanaway Gal. You know, I'm trying to stay positive right now, and I'm kind of glad that I went live with you guys. Because I think that's just the universe interceding. I know I never stream from nowhere. This is not the Jedi, but here I am. So there's a reason for that, you know, and if nothing else, just to comfort my spirit and help me get through it. Right now, just to not be worried, not think anything other than something positive. I also have all of his family's numbers in my phone. I'm prepared to start calling people, if I need to. Um, yes, we're right here with you, Jedi. Uncle's going to be just fine by God's grace. Inshallah. Amen. KJ, it's okay, Jedi. You'll get through this. I just want him to get through it. I just, yeah, yeah. I'm glad he has someone like you in his corner. I am too, Rain. I'm. Which one of the things I like about myself. I always one of the things I always say to the Maker is thank you for allowing me to be the person that I am. I I really know who I am. And what I represent and what my value is to humanity, really, and to any space or anyone that I encounter. I know what my value is. What my transfer value is. Uh, Hanaway, never a dull moment. Sean Scott, just kidding. Jedi, try to lighten the load. Um, D-Max says, no, I'm about to download. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, D, have you, listen, if you've not, you'll be glad you did this. Like, forget it's me. I tell anybody, this is the best thing is make sure all your family and friends do it too, D, because this is where society has come to now. This is the way. MoneyGram, Western Union, those are going to be things of the past. They're dinosaurs. Nobody will care. And in a paperless, moneyless world, that we're sort of moving to, this is that. You can transfer money electronically, even internationally. No fees, no any of this nonsense. It's just that's what it is. It's fantastic. It's just great. If somebody hits you up and say, hey, if you got 20 bucks you can loan me, you don't have to go to their house and meet them and anything. You can just boom, you can just send it to them like right then and there, done. You know, so this will be good for you going forward. You know, once you download it, you should be able to walk through the steps to set it up. It doesn't take that long at all. Um, Cassandra just went through this with my mom. Just hold on, Jedi. Hope he'll be all right. I know. You know, it's the last day of February, man. And like I say, he just turned 80 on the 16th of January. Jackie, Jack One Uptone, long time no see. What's up? Shout out to you. Says, Jack One Uptone says, you're literally operating as his supporting angel. Yeah, you know. I think it's one of the reasons why the divine brought us together, I think that's one of the reasons. I think it's one of the reasons. Yeah. I mean, he really is family, y'all. He's family. Like I, I go over. He comes over to my house. I go over to his house. We're if I'm going to the store, Uncle, you need me to pick you up something. You want to ride with me, whatever. Huh? Are you gonna back out? I'm parked right behind you. Oh no, I'm not backing out right now. You're good. Um, he's. I'm an excellent cook, but Uncle can cook too. Let us understand. So he'll bring me food over. Sometimes I don't even know. He'll call me up, nephew, you home? I'm like, yeah, Uncle, I'm here. He's like, okay, I'm bringing your plate over now, and he'll just bring me like a full spread over, like it's nothing. But I do the same for him. I take him food over. Sometimes I make special things for him. Like I made him a few months ago. I made some crab cakes for him. Like I really fixed some Baltimore crab cakes, y'all. Don't mess with me. Um, it just sometimes I do soul food, just straight up. soul food, so I'll do a pot of greens and some of my buttermilk cornbread and some fried chicken or something like that, potato salad. Um, I try not to go too tough with that. I try to keep him on balance with a diet that supports his, high blood pressure and all that kind of stuff. I get on him when he wants other stuff, like, Uncle, you really shouldn't be eating that. Like, just, you really don't need to. And it was a little tough at the beginning, but he finally gave in. Like, we was coming from the doctors one day, and I'd already gotten on him because we'd been to the doctors like maybe sometime recent before that. And he said, well, I wanted to stop and get something to eat. And I said, but Uncle, whatever you want, I can just fix you at the house. He said, well, I'd rather stop. He said, but we can just go wherever you think is best. I said, okay, fine then. So I was trying to just get him to have something that's going to be more healthy, like, he's old school, so it's hard to get him to, he wants what he wants. Nah, you're going to get what you need. Um, Hanaway Gal, Digital Dollar, Shiro, wow, 80. I prayed to see that age. Don't we all, Shiro? You know? Wow. Yeah, even Ann Can is testifying. Sean Scott is testifying. Word up. Rain says, I'm getting hungry now. Shiro, damn crab cakes with some coconut rice. Yes. But what did I fix with the crab cakes? I made crab cakes, and I really did it up because I love to do presentations. So even when I made the crab cakes, of course I bought some romaine lettuce, you know, to to present them on, and I did potato salad. Did I do potato salad that day? I I think I did potato salad. I may have done fried potatoes, like French fries. Oh no, I know. I made my homemade coleslaw. Everybody, it tastes just like KFC. Anybody who wants the recipe, holler at your boy. It's nothing, and you will call me and say, Jedi, it really tastes just like KFC, just like it. Like, I could put it in a container and give it to you, and you'd be like, you would know, just like KFC, just like it. Um, Hanaway says, good. Uncle said he made it this far eating what he wants. I know, right? And who is this little youngster gonna come along and tell me what to eat? Uh-uh. Shiro, damn, that sounds like that was delicious with the crab cakes. It really was. To have the slaw and the crab cakes, and something else I fixed with I did crab cakes and coleslaw and something else. I don't remember. It might have been French fries. It might have been. I can't swear to it. Don't hold me to it. Hanaway gal, stop it, Jedi. I didn't have that much to eat today, and my resistance is low. Okay. Ah, man. Um, was that giving me value? It's not giving. It's not doing anything. So I just need the one. This heat does feel good though, y'all. Um. Oh God, low battery. Okay, that can't happen. Now I'm gonna have to go home because unless Uncle has a charger in here, I don't know if this fits my phone. Wait, y'all. Wait. Does this fit? That fits. But do I have a thingy to plug it in? Is it got the USB? Wait, y'all. Uh-oh. What did I do? Damn it. Come on. Okay, I think this might work. Hold your breath. Bingo. Got it, homie. Yes. 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 There's a charger right here. Like a USB thing. So I just plugged that in. He had a wire, and I'm good. Like I'm charging. The last thing I want to do is run out of battery, and they can't call me. We're not doing that. Oh, man, yo. Let me see what y'all are saying. Uh, Sean Scott, cabbage, carrots, salt and pepper, vinegar, and sugar. Yes, you got it, man. Jedi, have you learned any African dishes yet? Yes, I have fixed jollof rice, which is you can get because Ghana and Nigeria always bicker about who has the best jollof rice. I've made jollof rice. I also know how to make Nigerian meat pies. Um, I also fix a very good coconut rice. That's very African. Uh, also, I started out fixing fufu, and you have to get the dough right, cause it's just dough, but you have to get the dough right. You know, um, fufu is very good for you, and it's so delicious, and it's everything. Um, Rain says, "Yay, Shiro, that's what's up. God always makes sure his children good. That's the truth, man. What about cassava leaf? No, I don't. In fact, uh, cassava leaf is I can't remember. You're going to tell me. Is the clock right? What time is it? Wait, y'all. No, I can't. Okay, I should be able to pull it down over here. And I can also make sure I'm charging. All right. I'll wait to the bottom of the hour. Oops. No, Sean. Um, remind me what that is, Shiro Kaza. Even though that's not your question, Sean, I kill on Mexican food, though. Let us just understand that. Like, people call me and beg me to fix my green enchiladas, my green chicken enchiladas. They beg me to do that. I've had people bring me all the stuff just so I could fix them for them, and they can just go away. Yes. I will murder you. My my even when I have tacos, which I don't do so much now because I told you guys Kai is vegan and I have food fear and all this other stuff, and I'm really trying to go vegan. You know, um, I do still allow myself to slip back just because I'm me and I don't. I feel like I can afford to do that, but not really. But I mention that because, like I say, sometimes even when I do tacos, I do ground turkey, um, and my tacos are outstanding, dude. Like the key to a good taco is keep it simple. So I know somebody said stop talking about food. I'm just gonna tell this and I'll be done talking about food. But um, I'm somebody that always builds flavor of whatever I'm fixing. So when I start with olive oil in my pan, then I immediately go in with the onions and garlic. Garlic is always part of everything. I go in with onions and garlic, and then I also chop up cilantro and have cilantro in there as well. You understand? Again, infusing that flavor because that cilantro is really makes it Mexican. Cilantro is for Mexican food what garlic is to what garlic and basil is to Italian food. You understand what I'm telling you? Big brother going in, y'all. Let me see if I can get him. The blood of Jesus. Anyway, so then I go then with the ground turkey. Then I put that in there, and I go with pepper, a little bit of salt, um, and I get that going. And then here's the key, everybody. Either make your own sauce, or for the love of God, don't use taco. Use chicken taco. Use chicken taco, the chicken taco flavoring, or enchilada. You can use either enchilada or chicken taco. That gives it that extra je ne sais quoi. All right. And then you let that hang out, let it go. And then your shells, you should use corn tortillas. Don't give me flour. Don't do it. Flour don't have the same flavor as the corn tortillas. Um, but I always use corn. And then you just put just a thin layer of oil in a large skillet, preferably that you can get 3 tortillas at a time, hopefully in there. And you put them in there, and then as soon as that one side bubbles, then you flip it over, and as soon as then you fold it over. All right, but then you hold it with your spatula so the two sides stay open like this. You understand? So it doesn't be like this, and you got to try and pry it open. And you get it just to the point where it's starting to. You could tell it's not a raw tortilla no more. Then now on the other thing, I'm chopping up cilantro and onions and tomatoes. I mix that all together, and then you put that on over the taco, and then you also put I slice tomatoes along the side too sometimes, but these are diced, so I'll do diced tomatoes and onions and cilantro, and I put that on top of the meat, and then green sauce, mild green sauce is how you get your life. You understand? Mild green sauce over that with, and then your cheese. It's really fantastic. My tacos are everything, dude. Sometimes I do stuff like that, like when I know, okay, you're just not eating Jedi, and now you're getting too skinny, and you need to pig out. So then I'll do something like that. Like I'll throw the whole vegan thing out the window, and it's all about now you need to pig out so you can put on some weight. I typed the Jedi 1814 and nothing came up. Because you're spacing it, D, you got to put the $sign, then no space, don't capitalize, just $sign the Jedi 1814. And then you should see I'm in a red shirt. In my thumbnail picture. I appreciate your perseverance too. Thank you so much. Let me know if you should be successful now. Um, Again, it's all just one thing. No spaces, no anything. No capitals, no spaces. Just the dollar sign in front of it and the Jedi 1814. And then I'm not one of your contacts in your phone. So it knows that. And Can says, I'm going to bed somewhat early tonight, but I want to make sure everything is okay. No matter what happens tonight, and I'm gonna I'm obviously gonna give you guys an update. So even if either I'll go live or I'll just put out a recorded video, some update. So I won't leave you hanging. Rain says, I love cilantro. It really brightens up everything. Start using it on sandwiches too. Like when you're just doing a sandwich of some kind, just add cilantro. It's that extra little magic thing, and it makes you a step above everybody else, and be like, how come this is so good? Um, Sean Scott says cumin. You can do that too. Yes, absolutely. Like little to get that smokiness going on. But a lot of times those seasonings will have cumin in it already. But you can do more. Um, I wish I liked cilantro, but it tastes like soap to me. Maybe you just haven't had it in the right dish. You know, I would give it another stab because sometimes you could think you don't like something and you just haven't had it presented to your palate the right way. Rain free. Oh, you was laughing at Ancan. And then Ancan says, yes, rain. And then Sean, that sounds like pico de gallo. It really is, my friend. I mean, that's the basis of it, and then there's something else you do I think with pico de gallo, you add lime juice or something like that. And something else. But that's the base of it. Onions, tomatoes, and cilantro, yes. And that's the flavor you're going for. She wrote, damn, that taco recipe was off the hook. I must go back and watch for the recipe. Hannah Wakeout, love plantain, fufu, and something like that sounds like uh cake. It's a spicy fish dish, a kai kai. I hope I'm saying that right. It's a spicy fish dish all wrapped up. Hey, I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah. Do you like chimichanga? Not sure about spelling, and you can talk food. I'll be okay. Okay. Um, yes, I have had chimichanga, and you know, I always like authentic anything, so it I want the real it, or either I make it myself. But yes, I've had chimichanga. Fun facts: the people, Cassandra says, fun fact: the people who don't like cilantro state that it tastes like soap to them because it does. I love how you did that. Sean, Jedi, I really do the cooking thing. I really do the cooking thing. I love to cook. I do too, man. I love cooking, dude. Like I just well my problem is eating, you know. But I do really do like to cook. In fact, you guys, the other night, in fact, I'm gonna stop on the way home and get some sugar because I need a little bit. I usually do it with honey, but I did my oatmeal raisin peanut butter pecan cookies. Oh, they're everything. And I took some when I showed you guys the video of me and Amos out the other on my birthday. I brought him some cookies for him, and he loved them. He loved them. Um, D Mike. Oh, okay, I'll check D. God bless you, my brother. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, I can't see this, y'all. There's a chemical in it that causes it to taste like soap to a lot of people. I never heard that, Cass, before now. I never heard that, but I guess, to some people it could. Sean, Jedi, I make killer authentic steak, fajita, delicious. Okay, I'm gonna put you to the test right now, Sean. Um, what kind of steak you using? The court will wait. What kind of steak are you using? What kind of steak, Sean, for these fajitas? It's beautiful when our black men cook and cook their ass off. And I tell brothers all the time, like, that's, you get your life if you. I mean, I do. When I first ever moved out on my own at 17, I know how to cook. You didn't find top ramen up in my house and frozen TV dinners and shit. Nah. Okay, skirt steak. I already got you beat, Sean. I hate to stab you. I hate to embarrass you like this. You understand? The steak that is always your friend is a ribeye. The prosecution rests. Ribeye is everything, dude. Ribeye, and I haven't had one in a million years because I don't eat that. Like I say, the closer I get to red meat, so to speak, these days is ground turkey. Usually it's chicken as infrequently as I can, and fish every 5,000 years because the fish is just not safe, y'all. It's too much um, radioactivity and shit. It's just nothing is safe, dude. Nothing is safe. Nothing is safe. Nothing. Nothing. As Sean says, or New York strip. I never did New York strip. There was a time when I was doing steaks like it was my last name. In fact, last time I fixed steak was 2007. My brother and his wife had come to visit me, and I bought some ribeye steaks I wanted to present for them for a meal. One of the nights that they were with me, so And Sean, I will tell you, back in 1995, I was 5 years old, but my brother took me to TGI Fridays. Yeah, TGI Fridays. And when they came over, I was like, I'll just have the ribeye steak, or the Jack Daniel steak. And they're like, how would you like that? I was like, just surprise me. By Allah, I swear to you, that is the best steak I ever had in my entire existence, before or since. It melted in your mouth. You didn't need anything with it at all. Nothing. Nothing. Best thing I ever ate. One of the best things I ever ate. Certainly the best steak I ever ate. I'm trying not to go to the fridge before I go to bed, but y'all making me hungry, Brain said. I know we need to tamp down. Oh, I love oatmeal raisin peanut butter cookies. You are talking good stuff. This Hanaway gal. We're going to keep you laughing and smiling, extending your birthday. Ah, oh, I love you for that. Oh man, Rain Free. She was talking to Rain Free, and then Rain Free to Shiro. Okay, yeah, man, that's what's up, dude. Yes, and here was my evil reason for making these cookies, Hanaway gal. because I can tell you guys, I have food fear. I don't eat. Now I lost my ring, which was also my gauge of when I'm getting too skinny. And okay, now you need to eat, Jedi. Your ring is slipping off. But that was also my provocation because peanut butter, oatmeal, those things are good for putting on weight, So I can satisfy my sweet tooth and, be trying to get my calories on. There's always a reason for everything with the Jedi. Sean, TGI Fridays has great food. They make this delicious French onion dip. I feel like I've had their French onion dip for some reason. I'm not really into dips, and certainly not any dip that anybody else makes. Like, I'm good, you know. Um, yeah. I always like to make stuff just straight out. One time I had a mixer at my house. Um, this was, God, this was 2006 or 7 ish. I feel like. Anyways, I did um like even chicken fingers. I will cut the chicken breast myself and do chicken fingers. That's me. I did crab cakes. I did sliders. I did like a bunch of shit that you could just like chill out and have food. It doesn't require you to be like, oh, I gotta be dabbing my. It's just dainty. I also did fake martinis. So I did watermelon. I did apple. I did peach, pomegranate, and something else. It was really fantastic. I love to bring people together around and with food. I really do love that. Shiro Jedi, where were you one of those kids who barely wanted to eat? That's the only time I got my ass beat, Queen. My grandmother, get your butt up here to this table and eat. I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat. And she's always telling me, use Nemic. Use Nemic. I'm anemic. You need to eat. And I just. That's really the only time I ever got my ass whipped from my grandmama. Get your ass up to that table. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Cassandra, do you have food fear, Jedi? Yes, girl. I told y'all a million times. It's bad. I don't want to declare it a disorder because it's not a disorder. It's just knowledge. I always tell you all what knowledge equals action, you know? And when you educate yourself and you know shit, then you respond to what you know now. And so the only time I really see myself sort of letting go is during Ramadan, our holy month of our holy month for Muslims, in which we also fast. And so at night, when we break the fast, when we go to the mosque to break the fast in the evenings to have what is known as iftar, there's food from all over the world. Like I have so much Persian food and African food, and it's international, and that's when I eat. I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to eat. You know, um, it's just a thing for me. Like everything is bad for you. Everything. You know, like then the stuff that I will eat, you can't really get fat off that. So like for instance, I bought me some mangoes recently. Um, they were big ones, like big mangoes. Stuff like that, I'll just sit and eat. But then I'm full. I eat me a couple mangoes, I'm full. Have some water, some distilled water, I'm good. So it's just, and then I'm used to fasting, and it's just, I just, it has to do with your lifestyle too. Because I find that like when I go to New York to visit my sister or something like that, I usually gain about 5 pounds over the time that I'm there because I'm eating when everybody else eats. And a meal is an event, really. It's an event. It's a family event. So I'm eating. But me just on my own, if you ever feel like you need to drop you a bunch of pounds, just come hang out with me. You can move in for however long. You understand? You don't got that much time here in America, so you have to come to Africa. But alas, you're welcome. And you just do what I do. Just be around me. Eat when I eat, and you'll be fine. Trust me. You will be whatever goal you're trying to reach. You'll reach that. I guarantee. I used to tell my second to the oldest nephew's girlfriend that, cause she's as big as this car, and I used to tell her name is Alicia. I used to tell her, if you're really serious about losing weight, why don't you just come hang out with me? You feel me? Just come to my house. Why do you have food fear, Jedi? Because Cass, even going and watch the videos I've done full productions, not even back on my big channel and on this one, where I'm showing you guys why you should have it too. Like, nothing is healthy. You can't eat anything in this damn country. Everything will kill you. Um, Sean says, no, Jedi, this French onion soup, this is French onion soup with floating broiled white cheese on top. Oh, no, I definitely never had that, Sean. And if that's feta cheese, I'm here for it. Uh, Shiro LL, bitching not to eat. I love that. Cassandra, um, you have to eat, Jedi. I heard you say you were looking to go vegan. Check out Tabitha Brown's page. She's amazing. Well, no, because I have Kai. Kai is vegan. He has been forever. He's shredded, and it's just a whole thing. Like, that's the dude. So he's the one that I have to just rape his brain and just have him sort of guide me, because I don't have no problem with the discipline part of it, because I'm not in love with anything. Like, I don't have, oh, I got to give up my this, I got to give up my that. I don't have that issue. I just need to know what to eat. What is vegan. Another shout out to KJ the girl. Shiro, I have to check out Tabitha Brown's page. To Cassandra, I'm ready to leave meat completely behind. That's easy. Like, there was there one time I just stopped cold turkey eating meat for 5 years. Just was over it. And then I let myself back in with fish, and that would be it. And chicken, you know. So that's kind of where I dwell now. Were you looking for someone? Oh, okay. White bitch alert, white bitch alert, white bitch alert. Wait, let me act like I'm adjusting. Um, white bitch alert, white bitch alert, white bitch alert. Anyways, and stuff. Um, Hanaway gal, yes, mangoes. But mangoes seem to have an oily aftertaste. What, girl? Very juicy, though. Also, like couscous. Yeah, I know what couscous is. And hummus is another one that I like too. I really love hummus. Um, but only if I know the person that made it. I'm not going to the store and buy hummus. Like, I know Muslim women that make authentic hummus. Like, that's what they do. Um, but mangoes, listen, first of all, any fruit you have, you need to wash it. Because you're probably touching the skin and then peeling it however you peel it. And then you're eating the mango and touching. So that's maybe why you're getting that taste. I would suggest that you, first of all, and also your mango should be almost squishy to the touch, or it's not ready. Don't put it in the refrigerator. It should be sitting out. And then when you peel it, this won't shred. Damn it. Urgh. I can't show you. Maybe I can. When you peel it, it's gonna go bad. You put your knife like under the skin just to get it, and then you pull it. Then you do the next one. You pull it, and you keep rotating that mango and pull it. You don't need to slice the skin off. You pull it off, and you'll see very little mangoes on that skin because the way it comes off. Like I don't peel, and I don't like hard mangoes. Nah, that's a mango that ain't ready yet. Um, and I'm glad you like couscous, Hanaway gal. Rain says, yeah, everything is bad for real, including the water. I know, right? That's why I drink distilled water, you know? If I'm not drinking distilled water, then I drink Propel, which I've shown you guys in my videos. I'll check her out, though, Cass. I will. Um, Sean, Jedi, we have to have cook-off or a food battle. Let's go. I know, right? And you know what, Sean, I was going to do, especially if I'm going to have my big channel, and after I started back with this channel and I was kind of lost my way, didn't know what I wanted to do because I couldn't get the organization going. And one of the things I thought about was doing a cooking channel for single brothers, you know, just showing them what I do. Just this, like you can cook, you know, and that they know it's just for. It's not like you're watching the Food Network or something like that. It's like I'm a brother, you're a brother. I'm gonna show you how to cook, brother. Uh, and Ken, since we've been in the house so much, I don't really have much. I just love to eat anymore. There you go. Hanaway, okay, smart man, you are the connoisseur. I'm eclectic. KJ says mangoes and avocados are my favorite fruits. And you know what, KJ? First of all, with mangoes, I always tell anybody, if you meet somebody that says they don't believe in God, give them a mango. If that don't change them, then get your stuff and run. But avocados turned on me, which lets me know they're doing something different because I can eat avocado. I just eat it. All of a sudden, in the last year, I eat an avocado and I projectile vomit. That's never been an issue for me. So that means they're doing something different to the avocados now. So there's that. KJ says, "Oh no, not the avocados." You see? And I make my own guacamole or aguacate, as we say in Espanol. You know, I make my because I like for my um aguacate to be um chunky. You know, like I don't want it to just be this whipped nonsense. Like when you eat my avocado, you eat my guacamole or my aguacate, I want you to know it's avocado and tomato and cilantro and onions in there. You feel me? Like I want you in lime. I want you to get the whole. It's so good, dude. Like your life will happen. You will see your own birth. Sean, word, Jedi. That sounds great. You should start a cooking channel. That's a good look. And it's probably one of the things that I'll do in conjunction with my documentary stuff while I'm in, once I move to Africa, because I'm gonna be filming my life anyways, and I may as well show you how to fix meals. It's not something I think I'll start before I leave the States. I you know, Allahu alam, the divine knows, but I don't see that happening. It seems like a distraction, and I just don't see it happening before I get to Africa. Hanaway gal, yes, I'm eclectic too. We have much in common. Will really will reveal little by little. Yes, I like my Guacamole Chunky 2. Rain says yes. Then you'll love mine. Um, KJ, I've been buying guacamole lately, but I do make a very nice guacamole as well. And I'm sure yours is killing anything you're gonna buy, because anything you're gonna buy is so over processed. It's not gonna have that fresh taste. You don't really know that it's avocados unless somebody tells you. Like I can't, dude. I can't. Like until I made guacamole myself, I thought I hated it. So it goes back to what I was telling you before about the cilantro. Sometimes you can have something presented the wrong way to your palate, and you think you hate it, and then you realize, oh, I don't really hate this. I never liked guacamole. Never. And then I found out, and I didn't even know it was even made of avocados. Because how would I know? It was just looks like green slime. Until I made it myself, I'm like, that is what it's supposed to taste like. That's it. And kill these people with a poisoned dart who make their guacamole with lemon instead of lime. They should be killed off. They should. They should, and everyone knows it. Let me check the time. I'm sure I'm still charging. Okay, wait. Okay, I just need to make sure that it's charging. Like that's not I'm getting a false reading or something. Look at what you look at. I don't know if y'all could see. Anyways, um, Ancan says lima beans cannot be presented any other way than disgusting. I love you for that. Listen. I have a very expressive way of communicating, and usually anybody that texts me or I write a letter or something like that, people always tell me you write exactly how you talk, and that was that for me. Like I really understood exactly how you were influxing on that, and I got it as if you were standing in front of me. I love that. Lima beans cannot be presented any other way than disgusting. Like don't even tell me this. Actually, if you have lima beans, you can also blanch lima beans or go ahead and boil them, and then you can finish them off in a skillet with a little bit of olive oil and do it in more like a stir fry type thing. Get your life. Get your life. Get your life. Get your life. Sign your birth certificate. Get your life. KJ, laughing out loud, yes, and the black guacamole skips the cilantro. I never thought about that. That's what's been missing from every single other thing I've ever thought somebody told me that was guacamole. Like even you go to like Taco Bell or something like that. And I managed a Taco Bell for 3 years back in Maryland. And I never knew that there was cilantro in guacamole. I never knew that. So they are skipping it as you suggest there. Sean, I make my own gravy, barbecue sauce, and ranch dressing, etc., etc. Now, I do my own. I get barbecue sauce and then I embellish it. I can't just have it out the bottle. So that's my thing there. Gravy, I'm not really into gravy so much. I can't even know the last time I made gravy or would have had a reason to make it. I do sort of, yeah, that's it on gravy. But I will knock you dead with. I can't have pasta and not make my own sauce. It can't happen. You'll never get me to have something out of a bottle or a jar. I must have tomato paste and tomato sauce and real tomatoes. That's my base. You understand? And then I build from there. And my sauce clings to the pasta for dear life. Clinging ever so desperately to the pasta. Clinging, clinging, clinging. And just rich with flavor. You know? I build once again with the garlic and the basil and the oregano and all that stuff with my and honey, to give it that and butter, so that when it starts reducing, it gets that clingy effect. You feel me? And it holds on to the pasta for dear life. But it's bursting with flavor. Like you're never gonna get that out of a jar. It can't happen. KJ, I can only do smushy lima beans. Right. I can't have. They can't be hard, KJ. They can't. Like I can't. Um, that is not a vegetable to have al dente. It's just not. Rain was talking to Ann Can, um, and especially if you make the lima beans butter beans, you got to get your life, you know. And as KJ suggests by extension, you know, you want them to be soft. They should melt in your mouth. Otherwise, you should get rid of them. Shiro, you see the Tostitos commercial, and their jarred guacamole look like vomit. I didn't see. I don't know if I remember seeing it, but I can just agree with that on its face because I just know it is, and then that I'm over it. And can if you say so. Oh, if you say so, rain free. Sean, don't care for the green lima beans, but I like the big white lima beans. Those are not called lima beans. Those are what do you call white lima beans, y'all? It's another word. But I feel you on those though too. Any of them, like any of them are the bomb for me. Some people call them butter beans. Yeah, butter beans. That's what they are. Hanaway gal, I love guacamole. Hated oatmeal as a child, but love it now. Grandma forced me to eat it as a child. Love tacos and peso sauce on pasta. Pesto, you mean? Listen, um, I'm glad you mentioned that about you. Like you hated oatmeal as a child, but you love it now. Listen, there's stuff I eat now. I'm like, I would have. I just. It's no way on earth or on a cold day in hell I would ever eat this. I wouldn't. I used to hate the very smell of hot sauce. I didn't understand why people used it. Get out my face. I hate you and I hope you die. And now I cannot be without it if I'm having fried fish. I can't be without it. I also used to hate honey. Ugh. Now I love honey, dude. It's my entire life. There's some other things, but I just wanted to let you know I relate to that. Like how you hate something, and then it's like you're eating that now. Like what? And pesto is another one that's good to make your own, uh, from scratch. Hanaway gal, rain free talking to Anakin or Ancan. Yeah, and I can't just have anybody's oatmeal cookie. You feel me? It has to have raisins in it, you know, and um, and it can't be hard, and it can't taste like molasses. It should be buttery. Like I do tons of butter in my cookies whenever I make any cookie. I use at least 3/6 of butter. That's requisite. Like it will happen. I'm gonna be using 3 sticks of butter. Like it's going to. It's gotta be buttery, man. It should just. Ooh, I love my cookies, man. I love them. Cassandra says, when I found out how honey is excreted, I can't. I love you, Cass. I love you. But I'm gonna tell you something. Here's one of the things that made me move on honey. because Allah speaks about the honey in the Quran. And the more I became more conscious of the food supply in this country and stuff like that, you kind of subconsciously start moving to things that are more healthy and that you can kind of count on, hopefully. And honey was one of them, man. You know, and the healing properties of honey are renowned. And there's so many types of honey too. And um, when we learned also, we know that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to begin his day with warm water with honey. I do it now because the Prophet did it, you know. But I also have to have um, my lemon ginger tea with tons of honey, tons of honey and lemon. I see you, Hanaway, on the pesto. Sean, I don't know how people like spam. I hate I hate it as a kid and I hate it as an adult. I don't eat pork, so I've only seen spam, and the sight of it, I was feeling like you. Like, how do people eat that? I can't. I'm over it. Just meat coming out of a can is something I just can't get ready for. Like, I can't get ready for that. Even when I make crab cakes, I buy. It's very expensive. Like when I made these crab cakes for me and Uncle, I spent $75 just on the crab meat. Because if you're gonna make a proper crab cake, you have to have jumbo lump meat. You can't have the leg from the meat from the claws and shit. It must be the jumbo lump, and it's very expensive. Because if you use that other stuff, you may as well just make croquettes or something. Like, it's not a crab cake. It's not the same thing. It's a world of difference. And if you're in anywhere near Baltimore, everybody, you want to go to Fadley's. 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 They have the best crab cake in the country. Done. Hands down. Even better than mine. Um, KJ, oh, to Cassandra, and Can to Rain. But it's something I didn't know. Okay, you're right. I had asparagus cooked a different way, and I loved it. Yeah. When I made it myself, I liked it. Uh, Cass, are you saying the bees regurgitate the honey? No. Oh, that's KJ asking Cass. And Can, you're right. Oh, that's okay. Hanaway gal, no butter. Yeah, like I don't use no substitutes. Like, just get the real stuff. You feel me? Like my grandmama lived till she was 86, and real butter. I even tell Uncle, like when he's talking about fried foods, I'm like, Uncle, if you eat fried foods from a restaurant, that's different than if you get you some oil and fry it at home. That's a different fried. That stuff you get in a restaurant, that grease, it's got all kinds of chemicals to stabilize it and do a bunch of things. It's not the same. You can eat fried food. You can. But you need to make it. Shiro, laughing out loud. Rain, I hated hot sauce too. I love it now, and I love it now. Kaz, yes, yes, Sean, they do. Um, she's talking about. I guess that's about the bees. I think. Sean, what did Sean say last? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Um, and Kansas, I buy hot sauce by the gallon, literally. And if it's not Louisiana or the backup is Red Rooster, then we have to call you on that one. I'm just saying. It's regulated. It's a regulation. But it's a regulation and stuff. Cass says it's their bodily excretion. Uh, not. We'll. I'll do a piece, a segment, and a piece on honey. Rain, yeah, and give the lima beans another try. I love honey too, but the real stuff is so expensive. It really is. It's hard to get good honey. Like, Uncle got me some honey, and it's so funny. The first time he got me honey, me and my sister had just been talking about the lack of good honey, and he had been out of town for a couple days or a weekend or something. And we got back, he called me and said, I brought you something back. Come over. So I went over to his apartment and he had bought me some honey. Allahu Akbar. And it's a good quality. Like, it's that good honey. That good, good. Um, where am I at? Yeah. Okay. And uh, Anna Han Sukube. Shout out to you. Good to see you again. I remember your name. Kes, spam, us, and I think spam is an abomination and is Scrapple, as is Scrapple. I know what Scrapple is too. Yes, they are both abominations. Yes, yes, Cass. Sean, Jedi, a nice snack is cubed cheese, olives with good crackers. That's a great snack, my brother. It is. It is. It is. A good cheese. A good cheese. A good cheese. And I will tell you, I like what do you call because I get the roasted tomato and olive oil. Trisket. Trisket. That's the cracker I get. Triscuits. And I get the roasted tomato and olive oil flavor. They're so good. Haven't had them in a long time, but that's what I get. Shiro, Jedi, do you like Brussels sprouts? I do. I hated them as a kid, though, Shiro, so there we're back to that again. I hated Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts. But now I do like Brussels sprouts. Do you like Brussels sprouts? One of my favorite vegetables. Look like baby cabbage. They really do. They really are baby cabbages. Like, as hell. Dead ass. That's Ann Can talking to Rain. Hanaway Gal. Air fry. I haven't done that, but it's all the rage now. It's all the rage. I don't think I'll be air frying anything. I will think I will do it the old fashioned way. I'll do it in grease. Red hot. I think I've had red hot. I think I've had red hot, and I think I've had red hot. I'll allow it. Then you go on. Then Rain says, yes, I agree. Cooking at home is so much healthier. Homemade fried chicken tastes much lighter than what's in restaurants. Restaurants keep reusing their grease, and it's terrible for you. That's the truth. And I'll give you a little tip about fried chicken, Rain, or anything you're gonna fry. If it's fish, um, chicken, anything like that you fry like that. Add baking powder to your flour. That makes it crispy. Really crispy. People always go, how come your chicken is so crispy? Like, especially if I do hot wings, then I have the hot wing. I do the hot wings and I cut up my own chicken wings. Like, I'll buy the whole chicken wing and cut the wings myself. Like, I'm not buying those, like, the pack that's fat and lazy and they don't have as much meat on them. I buy the real chicken wing and I cut the sections so that, and I do them just like I do fried chicken. So they're really crispy. And then I make my own sauce, of course. I get the barbecue sauce, something smoked, and I embellish it with all my voodoo. And then I finish it off in the oven. So they come out slimy and crunchy at the same time. And that sauce must hold on to it for dear life. Arr, arr, arr. Nicole Holly, good evening. Shout out to you, Nicole. What do you what do you season your Brussels sprouts with? Again, it's just like Shiro saying, it's just like cabbage. So you go from there. Or because of its size and it's such a the main thing you're concerned about with Brussels sprouts is their texture. You want to cook them so they're nice and tender, they're not hard and crunchy. And then I always go a vegetable like that you can season according to what dish you're complimenting. So if I was doing, let's say I was going to let Brussels sprouts be my accompaniment to lasagna or pasta of some kind, then I would, after I have them boiled and soft and all of that, then I would probably toss them with in basil and olive oil and garlic and stuff like that, really get that flavor going through them, you know what I'm saying, to complement the dish that I'm fixing. If not, then if you just do straight up Brussels sprouts with rice or something like that, then again, you're going to let that, let's say you're just trying to eat extra healthy, maybe you're vegetarian and you're just going to do Brussels sprouts and rice, something like that, then I would prepare them to get them almost soft enough, and I finish them off with like onions and garlic and green peppers and probably red peppers for color as well, like green and red bell peppers, and and then also you don't have to leave them whole too. You can half them depending on how you're trying to present them. There's different ways you could do them. But they're also good with just olive oil and onions too. Just do them like as if you was doing and green peppers, just like if you were doing stirred or fried cabbage. You can do Brussels sprouts that way too. Rain says thanks for that tip because sometimes my aren't crispy enough. That's the secret. And if you don't want to get baking powder, then you want to get self-rising flour because that has baking powder in it. But sometimes when I really want to go truly gangster, then I get the self-rising flour and I still add baking powder to it. But that's what gets it nice and flaky and extra crispy. Crunch is all you hear when you bite into it. It is your life. Um, Anahan Sakube says, I love me some Jedi. Well, I love you more, and I love you back. Thank you for that. Shiro Jedi, how about salmon cakes? One of my faves. My baby sister, she cooks a salmon cake that will change your entire rotation of the earth. But my thing is real, just straight up salmon, skin on. I can make a decent salmon cake though. You feel me? But like I say, crab cake is my thing. And so I make a good salmon cake. You would love it if you had it, but it, you know, somebody could probably outdo me for sure. Because if I'm gonna do salmon cake, I might as well just do a crab cake. I may as well. Or then I've done seafood cakes to cut costs, so you don't have to get the jumbo lump meat for the crab cake. You can get the other meat, the claw meat and the other meat, which is a lot cheaper. And then I will add shrimp and I add catfish and I feel like I did smoked oysters or something like that. But anyways, I was calling myself making a seafood cake. Like it's do the same thing I do with a crab cake, but just make it a seafood cake. Really delicious, really fantastic. Nicole Holly, another shout out to you and thank you back. Um, Sean, you could add sea salt and pepper, olive oil, and roast them in the oven. Yes, I roast a lot of vegetables. In fact, I have some cauliflower in my refrigerator right now that I'm roasting tomorrow. I love roasting vegetables, and just like Sean says, yes, Brussels sprouts are another one. And yes, sea salt is a big um, detail because you get, and make sure you're not using pepper that you just sprinkle. Always use grinded pepper, everybody, and sea salt. That's so important. It's everything. The quality of your salt and pepper matters. It really matters. Good point, Sean. She wrote, "This is true." Oh, she's testifying. Anahan, share the recipe to me or Sean on what? Okay, y'all. I'm going back in. I don't know if this thing is really charging that well because it went down. The the percentage went down. At least I was at 14%. Now I'm at 11. And I really do feel like I gotta pee now. I was faking before, and I made myself go. Now I really do feel like I gotta go. I'm mad. Um, Damn it! It's gonna give me the low battery warning as soon as I unplug it. Watch. Look, I didn't get it unplugged all the way, and it was already ting ting. Anahan says. Anahan says, recharge, pee, sleep. Done. Yeah. And I do know we've been on here for nearly 2.5 hours. So that was a way for me to gauge how long I've been waiting. Because we were probably here maybe a good 30 minutes before I called you guys. Somewhere in that at least a good 30 minutes. Because when I just review everything, because it was a quick check-in and the paperwork, and then they were already throwing me out, so I came outside and I just kind of paced for a little bit, and then I checked my Instagram, and yeah, so maybe 30 minutes or so. So we're about 3 hours into this whole thing now. Yeah. So I am gonna let you guys go. Um, I will. I'll probably just continue to film stuff, as much as I can. I'm gonna go back in now and just let them know I'm officially leaving. Is there anything they want to tell me? I just don't want to go home, man. You know what I'm probably gonna do when I get off with y'all? Because I can always just turn the heat on in the car. You feel me? I got the light on now so y'all can see me, but I won't when we're done. So I'm happy to just lay it on back in the car, lock these damn doors, and get in the back seat or something and chill and just turn the engine on periodically to run the heat. Like, I'm gonna be good. Like, I don't really see going home because no matter what's gonna happen, unless they're gonna tell me we're admitting him he's gonna be here for a couple days, then I take my bitch ass home. You feel me? Other than that, I really don't really see me leaving. I just can't really. That doesn't really. I can't. But I do gotta piss y'all. So we're going in, and then when I'm done in the bathroom, because you see I got the low battery, because I'm gonna have to plug it back in like immediately. So when I come back, then I will get off. But right now I'm gonna try and sketch my way in and be like, I really have to go. I really have to go.
Hi. He's not. He's not. Not yet.
Okay. So I think I
Okay. We have your number. We'll call you.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. I just wanted to get that last
Yeah.
thing.
We have your number. We'll call you.
Okay, very well. I'd like to steal the bathroom one more time, Lori. If you don't
Okay,
mind.
go ahead.
Thanks so much. Somebody just go in there. As they say in every espionage movie, we're in. Yeah, we're in. Great job. Yep, the screen's starting to go dark, y'all. So let me get out to the car and plug y'all in, and we will say goodnight to one another.
I just was in his room talking to him, and he's doing good right now.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know he's doing good right now.
Thank you
You're
for
very
that.
welcome.
Thank you. So, do you think I should stay and wait for him? Is there any chance that he will be?
I don't think there's a chance of him going home anytime soon. So, he could be here just for the night and then discharged in the morning. Otherwise, they're probably going to admit him.
Okay.
So,
All right. Is he alert?
He's
Is
alert.
he, I mean, is he?
yeah, he's alert.
so to
He's
speak?
talking. He's just resting right now.
Okay.
So, but other than that, he's doing good. I just wanted to let you know.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
Thank you so much. Oh, what did I do with the key now? Yeah. I'm coming out. All right, y'all. Let me say to you all, so the white bitch just told me that he's doing better, but she was saying they probably are going to keep him, or at the very latest it'll be a lot later before they discharge him. So your boy is gonna start heading out. My seatbelt on because I see the cops parked over there. I don't have my fucking gun on me. Damn it. Must be ready for the white devil at all times. At all cost. And bitch, move your damn Audi. Turn in, Heffa. Turn in. Keep moving. Dumb bitch. Damn. Anyways. Let me try and do this. Let me see your last comments before I start driving home. Shiro. I'm just gonna say good night to everyone. You can do that, Jedi. I understand how you feel. Yeah, I'm still thinking I should have just sat out here, but if she's saying no, it's looking like no, and so, and I think after, I don't know, man. I don't know, but you guys can't see me, but I'm gonna have to turn this off because I'm driving, and so I just want to say to you guys that, like I say, I'm gonna be up, no matter what. So what I'm intending to do is to just, um, call you. I mean, not call you guys. What I'm intending to do is, like, I'm gonna be up, so I'll just make a recorded video, you know. So at some point, you're gonna get a recorded video from me with either an update or I'm on my way back to the hospital. If I come back to the hospital, I'm just gonna go live anyway, just because I don't care if nobody's up. I'll just do it anyway. Um, Outside of that, I'm just gonna, you know, do a recorded video when I'm at the house, and yeah, and then I'll put that out and let you guys know what's going on, type thing. Um, any updates? But I thank you guys all for your prayers. Um, you know, and I have to now think about, like, I don't want to be premature. I don't want to alarm nobody. Um, and if and I'm just gonna take his cue, because if he hasn't called any of his family, then I don't need to either right now. You know, yeah, I don't really need to. All right, let me go, y'all, because I don't know what these cars that are coming now, and it could be the police. So, as always, I just want to say I love you guys all, and I will see you soon. This is the Jedi.